Angel Sessions. And when I'm in town, I listen to Jerry Royce live, PositivePower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
This is Holloway Gray. I'm the author of Walking in the Shadow of Greatness, and I'm on Jerry Royce Live.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Hot. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. I'm Sandra Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Byrne. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show. Hi, what it do? Boy, who's the same?
Peace, this is Dolly, the poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Lamar Marquise with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is the award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Hardy, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceuticals, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse is a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional, and exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today. Available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Writing Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. I am Jerry Royce Live, and our book buzz sponsor for tonight's show is Darlene Rucker Williams and her company called StylishStellarGifts.com. Hold tight for a 30-second presentation.
What do you give to a person who has everything? Hi, I'm Darlene Rucker Williams, and I am the owner of Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar. I get this question all of the time. At Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar, we specialize in customizing gifts for people and pets too. Our gifts are original and one of a kind. Not only do we deliver, we ship as well. We work according to your budget and your theme. We have gifts for all things, including baby showers, sports teams, get well, bridal, birthdays, pets, just because, and that's just to name a few. So let Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar take the worry out of your gift giving today and also for the holidays. Our website is www.stylishandstellar.com, and our phone number is 443-682-5664.
longer than 30 seconds. Sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, that's Darlene Rucker Williams and her company called StylishAndStellarGifts.com. So you know how people are these days. They don't just want a gift card. You got to give them something super special. And she does a super job with those gift baskets. So check her out. All right. All right, everybody. Glad to have you tonight on Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. Appreciate you guys tuning in for this special segment. We have two gentlemen on tonight, 8 and 9 o'clock. It's going to be an awesome show. So just sit back and relax and learn a little bit. All right. Now, tonight on the show, we have Mr. Holloway Gray. He's the author of Walking in the Shadow of Greatness. It's a paperback. He released it November 24th. You probably saw a YouTube video out there. He's on a video at the Potter House with Bishop T.D. Jakes, his longtime friend. So we're going to read his bio, then we're going to bring him on the show, and we're going to talk about his compelling story. All right. Holloway Gray has a compelling life story of how God delivered him from the clutches of drug addiction, from a typical schoolboy on the playground to abusing alcohol, cocaine, heroin, various other drugs. Holloway was on the verge of losing everyone who meant anything to him. He had one last choice to make. The minute he didn't have any strength of his own to fight it, Holloway had to call on reinforcements. There was only one person he knew who could help him, and that was God. Read what happens when this exciting journey as Holloway walks you through his life holding hands with the enemy. Gray began his call to ministry as a volunteer in 1988. After joining the church under Bishop Jakes' leadership, he volunteered in audio duplication, helping to package and ship products, selling products, helping with conference details, and greeting delegates at the meetings. He was consecrated a deacon in 1993. 2 years later, began traveling when possible, serving both as a deacon to the church and arm bearer to Bishop Jakes. Mr. Gray has trained other deacons and men in the church to serve as arm bearers and has mentored to volunteer base of deacons who rotated under his leadership in serving Bishop Jakes. He has shared his teaching and training on various occasions, both in workshop and individual training sessions. Holloway served as executive coordinator to Bishop Jakes for over 10 years, which entailed management of the executive offices, business details on the road and within the company, and specifically related to Bishop Jakes. His current role is campus administrator at the Potter House of Fort Worth, where he oversees day-to-day operations of the ministry under the pastorate of Pastor Patrick Winfield. He and his wife Denise reside in Dallas suburbs. I was about to read the question. But anyway, that's from his dear wife, and we'd like to say welcome to the show, Mr. Holloway Gray. How you doing tonight, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm excited to be on the show.
Yeah, man, you got quite a bio, man. We're glad that we saved something for last. We're glad to have you, man. So we ready to listen to you. So the first question coming out the gates is, who is Holloway Gray, the author?
Let me tell you who Holloway Gray is. Holloway Gray is a country boy from Charleston, West Virginia. I lived there practically all of my life. 38 years I lived in Charleston until I moved to Dallas in 1996. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I had some of the greatest parents that a person could ever have. My mother and father raised me old school. Christian family. Just didn't let me get away with anything. Now, I was the baby of the family. I was the apple of my father's eye. But let me tell you something. My mother, Mildred, handled her business when it came to handling the business.
Yeah, that's mama. That is mama. So you're from West Virginia. So since you've been in Dallas, does that mean you're a Dallas Cowboy fan now?
Oh, no. No, I'm Chicago Bears, man. I've been with them probably 15, 20 years. Now, my wife is a big Cowboy fan. She's a diehard Cowboy fan. It hurt her when things went down the way they did on this past Sunday.
Yeah, it did, man. They got to look at that stuff, man. They got to look at that rule book again, man. Nobody knows what a catch is these days. Well, football knows what that is.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
Can I give you my opinion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, listen. Dez Bryant was having an average game. And Dez is a superstar. Don't get me wrong. He's a superstar. And I think whatever they give him, that boy needs to get his money. But I'm going to tell you something. Dez made a great mistake on Sunday. All Dallas needed was a first down, and Dez tried to score a touchdown. That touchdown cost Dallas the game.
Mm-hmm. They did the same thing. And look, and Flacco went and did the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
He was on second down and 5, and he went for all of it. And then he would have left, a whole bunch of time on the clock for old Tom Brady. So they, them boys, man, I don't know, maybe the stars just go off, man. They just thinking about the cameras, the interview, the big throw. That's what they wanted, man. The big catch. That's
yeah. And like I said, he was having a great game. I mean, a good game, but it wasn't a great game. And I know Dez, he probably wanted to be the superstar, and it really cost him the game. A wide receiver is supposed to catch that ball and tuck it in. And Dez tried to stretch for the goal line.
Yeah, but they should have gave him the catch, though, because he did a football move. He got 2 feet down, and he was going for the goal line. All right, man. We can talk about that all day, but we here to talk about you, man. That's Dez Plot. They watching the game like we be watching it this weekend. All right, man. So let's get into it. Now, you did give us a little bit about your background, everything. You're from West Virginia. Your parents grew you up. They grew you up the way they supposedly brought you up. Now, what happened, man? According to, your bio, some information that your wife sent in, that you had a long journey with alcohol and drug abuse. So what went wrong?
Yeah, man, listen, like I said, I was brought up in a Christian home. I had 3 other siblings, 2 older sisters and an older brother. I was the baby of the family, somewhat spoiled. Didn't always have it my way, but I got some things. And you know how you are when you're the baby of the family. You just feel like you can, kind of do anything and everything. And like I said, man, I got out there at a young age of 13 in the 8th grade, started hanging with people a little bit older than me. And, the first thing I did was started smoking cigarettes, which was a no-no, and went from there to drinking beer and drinking alcohol. And, it just led from one thing to the next. And before I know it, man, you think you're having fun. And, like you said in the bio, I was holding hands with the devil from that point on.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I got out there, man, at 13, started getting high, started drinking, partying and all of this and that. I was an average student in school. I could have been a lot smarter, a lot brighter, but I let these scenarios and situations get me to a situation where I just kept doing what I was doing, and, it led from one thing to the next. You're chasing something that you can't catch. That's what people fail to realize. You start out, the devil starts out simple and easy with little stuff, but there you end up chasing something that you're never going to catch. And going through that, man, by the time that I was going to high school, man, I was popping acid, blotter acid. I was doing downers. I was doing Red Devils. I was doing, a little bit of everything, man. I was just mixing drugs. Whenever I need to go up, I go up. Whenever I need to come down, I come down. And long story short, I was strung out for 16 years.
Wow.
I was strung out. And out of those 16 years, I shot dope 10 of those years. From 19 to 29, man, I started shooting dope. And, here's the funny thing about it. I said I would never, ever put a needle in my arm, and there I was chasing something that I could never catch.
Wow.
It led from one thing to the next, And, I was shooting heroin. I was speedballing with cocaine. I would mix the both of them together. I mean, listen, I'm blessed to be alive.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, when you didn't blow up.
Yeah, I'm blessed to be alive. Listen, I shot cocaine, morphine, Thorazine, Demerol. Thorazine they give to animals, man. Come on. You know.
You ain't feel no pain. No pain.
Morphine, shooting morphine, Dilaudid, all of this I was shooting up the last 10 years of my life. And the funny thing about it, and it wasn't funny, was once I got started, I couldn't stop. I was actually a working junkie. Yeah. I worked for this company for 17 years. Now, they sent me to a facility treatment center middle ways through my career with them. And I told them, I said I had a problem. I went in there for 30 days, got cleaned up. I stayed clean for 6 months. 6 months. And I came back out and had a bad day and started getting high all over again, almost like I hadn't stopped.
Yeah, so you were still in West Virginia when this was all going on?
I was still in West Virginia the whole time that this was going on.
So you was playing like a city boy.
This company that I work for, before I went into full-time ministry, I worked for this company for 17 years. That tells you, I mean, most people can't be a working junkie, but I had a high tolerance.
Yeah, so you was a functioning drug addict.
I was a functioning drug addict.
And alcoholic.
I carried a needle in my sock every day.
Wow. That was lunch. That was lunch. If I needed to go up, I'd have something to take me up. If I wanted to come down, I'd have something to bring me down. The coffee just wasn't strong enough, huh?
Oh, wow. No. I ain't a coffee drinker, no way. My wife drank enough coffee for the both of us.
Yeah, you don't mess with caffeine. That's just another drug. All right, so but that long battle, that long road, in and out of the rehab. So when did no become no? When did you stop? Finally, gave it all up. What happened?
Well, I'll tell you, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had money. I had women. I had cars. I traveled. I was transporting drugs across state lines.
Whoa! You're dealing too.
I was very fortunate not to get caught or not to end up in prison.
Wow. So
yeah.
You was a distributor too.
Exactly. And it would have been one thing if I was just distributing and wasn't using, but I was using at the same time.
The exact thing that got Scarface in trouble.
Yeah, see, now that's the whole thing. You can't be out there. Now, it's all wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's all wrong. But when you started using your own product, that's a no-no anyway.
Yeah, plus you're dealing with the man because that's not your money, right? So you messing with somebody else's money when you use
No. Now listen, this was my money.
Oh, okay. And
you're
stealing from yourself. So you stealing from yourself then?
I wasn't making money for nobody else. I was making money for myself.
But you was in your own pocket though. You was taking from your own supply, right?
That's true. And it got bad because it got to the point to where I wasn't making no profit.
You were breaking even.
It got so bad I wasn't even breaking even.
Wow. That's bad.
That's real bad.
All right. So what happened? So did you go to a treatment center and then you walked out a clean man and never turned back? Nope. I did that the first time I told my company that I needed some help. They sent me in there for 6 months. I went in, for 30 days. I went in for 30. I came out. I stayed clean for 6 months. And then I got right back out there for another few years. And like I said, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I finally just, I turned, see, here's what I know. And something down inside of me told me,
The Bible says, train up a child in the way that it should go, and when it gets old, it won't depart from it. Well, that's what my parents did with me. They trained me up the proper way. And I had something down inside my soul, something down inside my spirit that just yearned to go back to know who God really was. In spite of my circumstances and in spite of my situation, I had to turn back to God.
Finally,
and one
that was a long journey.
My wife went out to party with her girlfriend, and I was at home. Like I said, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I ran me a hot bath water. I got in that bath water and started soaking, and I just started talking to God about being sick and tired. And before I knew it, man, he came in, and his anointing saturated me. It felt like chains and bricks had dropped off my neck, man. I'm telling you guys the truth. If there's anybody out there that's suffering and dealing with drug addiction, I mean, right now, all they got to do is turn to God. Now, I know sometimes people are challenged to believe who God is, but God is real. The atmosphere that we live in, He is God. He is that. Right. Every day that you wake up, He allows you to see another day. And anytime you wake up, there is purpose in your life.
That's right. So, Holloway, so you were married when all this was going on?
Man, I've been with my wife for 42 years. 43 this year. We will be celebrating 35 years of marriage on April the 11th. On April the 11th of this year. This woman has been with me through everything.
I hear. So she was with you when you did the first treatment center then?
Yes, she was there. She was there. Let me tell you something. I got this is a bad woman, y'all. This woman, Denise Gray, is a bad woman. I'm going to tell you something, to be honest with you. Smart men marry up.
Yeah.
Smart men marry up. That's what I did. I've got a 12th grade education. I went to college for a couple of years. I didn't get a degree or anything. My wife's got a BA. My wife's got a master's, and she's going back for her PhD. Smart men marry up.
Yeah, that's right. So what was the deal? I mean, what was she going through when you were going through what you was going through? You know, with being a distributor, shooting up. I mean, you had to come home high. I mean, what was going on with her at the time? Was she just praying, or she just said one day?
No, let me say this. She wasn't as deep as I was into the drug scene, but she enjoyed her portion of it as well.
Oh, okay. She was with you a little bit. She was partying with you then.
She was partying with me a little bit, but she never got to the level that I got to, and I'm so grateful and so thankful that somebody had the level head to let it all go and to get clean. And we ended up having 2 kids out of the relationship. We had a boy and a girl, and thank God that she was that person that was able to keep me sane. Even in my wrongdoing, she kept me sane.
Wow, man, that's incredible, man. I thought you was doing all this stuff with the homeboys. You know, you sound like you were in a gang or something. Wow.
Yeah, I was. I really was, man. But it's funny that you would bring that up. But yeah, we had gangs back in those days, and we did our own thing, and we ran with our own group, and we supported one another, and different things transpired and happened. Man, when we were younger, we used to go out and steal cars for the weekend and just joyride.
Yeah, that was the thing back then. I remember those days. You don't know who car it is. Just
no, man, we go to it'd be something else, man. We go to parking lots, brand new cars, man, Cadillacs and different things of that nature, and it was just something for us to do.
Yeah. Wow, what a journey. All right, man, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna get into this new book of yours, Walking in the Shadow of Greatness, paperback version. And then we're gonna talk about, how you're marketing, how your good friend from your childhood, Bishop T.D. Jakes is helping you out, his support system and all that good stuff. So hold tight.
Amen.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
We're talking to Holloway Gray. He's the man now. He was the man on the other side. Now he's on this side. All right. We want to listen to Dominique Wilkins and Lisa Sandler. One moment, please. An episode of Book Buzz.
Are you experiencing a stage of life trauma? An everyday life experience that may distract you or shake your faith? My good books are short stories written on everyday topics like jealous friends or an abusive parent, written with an underlying message directing your thoughts to a positive and spiritual place. My good book strives to provide a positive influence for real people with real life struggles seeking hope, inspiration, and a perspective that will change how you handle your own life's journey. Read my good books to enjoy a positive and spiritual message today. Then share it with someone else who needs it.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Writing Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
All right. That's an episode of Book Buzz, everybody. You gotta love it. And I appreciate their support on Positive Power 21, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. All right, we're talking to Holloway Gray, the author of Walking in the Shadow of Greatness, the paperback version. And he's one of the soldiers of Bishop T.D. Jakes' army. All right, man, so how that experience been, man, since you walked out of darkness and you weighing the light now because he's one of the biggest, baddest bishops on the planet. Everybody knows him. I mean, anytime somebody in trouble, they know to go to the website. You type and you Google Bishop T.D. Jakes, and he's going to give you a message, man. So, that's the extreme, man. You went from, the real grimy darkness to the big, bright light. So what's that experience been like for you?
Let me tell you this. Anytime that you go from where I was at in the darkest of darkness and holding in the hands with the devil, you got to get tied in with something that's going to keep you.
Mm-hmm.
See, I didn't know that, but God knew it.
Yeah.
So he didn't tie me in with a weak and mediocre ministry. He tied me in with one of the greatest men on the face of the earth.
Yes.
His ministry I've been with for over 25 years. 25 years I've been with this man's ministry. And I'm going to tell you something. The man is real.
Yes, he is.
Now, I'm not saying he don't make mistakes, and I'm not saying he don't have faults, because we all do. But I'm telling you, you don't get no more realer than this guy. I traveled the world with him for the last 22 years, and you can't be phony when you're trying to do God's work and God's will.
That's right. You can't.
See, and I met him. When I met him, we met in kindergarten in 1962. 1962, man.
That was a good year.
5 years old.
That was a good year. I was born that year.
Let me tell you something. That meeting was orchestrated by God himself.
Yes.
We have had a relationship for over 52 years. Over 52 years of relationship. Who does that and it's not a brother and a sister? Who does
that's
that?
True.
But
that's
God.
True. That's right. That's powerful. So you've been working for him. Man. So you work right there in the Potter House. You see everything up and close. You've seen all the big production movies, all the big deals being brokered. You've seen people being saved. You've seen it all. You saw yourself.
Yes.
Man, what a life.
And I'm gonna tell you something. God had purpose for me.
Yes,
See, here's what people don't realize. When you find your destiny, when you find your purpose, man, listen, this ain't no job. This is pleasure doing this. And here's the thing about it. They pay me to do it.
Wow.
They pay me to do what I love doing. I'm a people person anyway.
I can tell.
And I get a salary that's out of this world.
Wow. Get up with a smile on your face every morning.
There you go. And I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes your passion brings on pain. But let me tell you something. In that pain, you will find your passion.
That's right. So Mr. Gray, now, the book is out now. Just released it. So what are you doing now to get the word out? I know you're doing, podcasts and some radio. The book is in paperback. Have you started doing book signings? Are you booked up to do these book festivals?
I'm getting ready to start a book tour, and I'm gonna start that in February. I'm gonna end up. I've done most of the things here. I've done the big Potter's House, the big church here. I've done my church, which is Fort Worth. I'm getting ready to do North Dallas, which is another Potter's House up north here in Texas. The Potter's House, North Dallas. I'm getting ready to do that on February the 8th. And then I'm going to try to do our Potter's House in Denver, Colorado. I want to do them, and then I'll go from there to a place down in Houston. From Houston, I'll probably go to Atlanta. From Atlanta, I'll probably end up in Birmingham.
Okay. Now, you guys have a Potter House in Florida, too, right? Because I think that's how I met you through Teresa, right?
Well, we don't have one in Florida yet, but that don't mean that we won't get one. But Teresa, her sister, works with me. We've been co-workers for the last 20-something years.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. So you're not going to come to Maryland? Is that what you're saying? I didn't hear Maryland mentioned.
No. Listen. I'm a servant, man. I'll come anywhere. It don't bother me. I'll come to Maryland, D.C. area. I love that area, man.
Yeah, because I know you guys know the Bishop Thomas over at New Thomas. I know
most definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, you got to set something up and come this way, man, so I can meet you, man.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful, man. I'm excited that you know them.
Yeah. Well, I used to go to that church when I was I had, just like the yin and the yang with you, man. I was a hardcore DJ, man. We was in the clubs partying like it was 1999 every weekend.
1999.
Yeah, so one of my girlfriends I was dating, she was a member of New Summers when Bishop Oliver, I think that's his name. He has a big church here. I'm not gonna say. I was about to say New Shallow. Mount Olive, his church. You probably know him too. And he helped. He was right there with Bishop Thomas when they was getting New Summers. It was downtown Baltimore at the time, and of course, now he has another big grounds in Baltimore City where he has his church. It's like a
yes, sir.
One. Just like maybe not as big as your church, but it's pretty close. But yeah, man, we'd love to see you, man. Come up this way. Right. You catch the DC area.
I'm gonna definitely see what I can do.
Yeah, put that on your list for the summer because one thing you may want to look at too when you guys be planning your tour. Around September you have New York Harlem Book Festival, and then Baltimore have their big book festival, and then DC have theirs the following weekend. So you actually can hang out here for about 2 weeks and probably maybe 3 weekends and hit all the real big book festivals on the East Coast. So they're the largest ones on the East Coast.
Shut up.
Those three. Yeah. So look at check the calendar.
I definitely want to get that information from you. Maybe when we get offline or something like that.
Yeah, well, Denise got my email, so she can email me, and she just remind us, and I can have Brandon pull those dates here, hit those websites up, and get the exact dates up. But they always make sure they plan those weekends together. And even another cat has a really nice book festival here too. They call it C3 Creatures Creativity and Crimes or something like that. And he has his in September around the 25th of this year. So they all run really close. And then they got a really big one in Bowie, Maryland that's huge. So they all run close together, man. So I'm going to try to get the information for you. So Denise can, be in contact with Brandon and we make sure we get you guys that
yeah, man, that sounds good, man. That sounds excellent to me.
Yeah, so you ready for all that, man? Because I know virtual book touring is fun too, but you wanna meet the people because you're a people person, right?
Exactly. Listen, man, I just worked out with my trainer today, and I told him, I said, Doc, listen, I gotta get my body right, my spirit's gonna be right, and God's gonna use me in a mighty, mighty way to bless His people.
That's right, man. Yeah, I like that title of your book, too, man, Walking in the Shadow of Greatness, man. So when someone's reading this book, man, what you expecting to happen? Now, the person don't have to be in dire strait or having a whole bunch of life problems. It could be somebody who's living a clean Christian life, but maybe they could pass the book to somebody else. So what do your book supposed to do for somebody? Tell us that.
Let me tell you what that book really does. That book is no more than a faith walk. If they just read about all my problems that I've had, they miss the whole shebang of that book. That book is no more than a faith walk with God himself. He said that he knew us before we were formed in our mother's womb. Mm-hmm. And that's the God's truth. He knew me before I was formed in my mother's womb. He knew that I was going to go down that journey of a road that I went down. But he was prepared to handle every circumstance and every situation. And here's the thing about that. He did that with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego over 2,000 years ago when they were in the fiery furnace. Guess what? I was in the same fiery furnace. But I came out unsinned. I came out unsinned. And even though I'm bald-headed, listen, it didn't bother me even that way either.
That's right, man. You were on fire, man. It's like, whew, you was in the belly. And a lot of people don't come out. They don't come out.
A lot of people don't make it out.
They don't.
Let me tell you something. I've had a sickness in my body for the last decade. The last decade. When I tell you that I've been sick for over 10 years, diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, I do dialysis 3 days a week right now.
Wow.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I still do dialysis. And when I finish dialysis, I get dressed and I go to work. Most people, 90% of people go home, but I get dressed and go to work.
That's right. That is awesome, man. That's power right there. All right.
God has anointed me in such a way, man. I had my kidney, my left native kidney, in 2013, it had cancer on it. They split me straight down the middle of my stomach, took the kidney out that had cancer on it. I never did a day of chemo, and I never did a day of radiation.
Yeah, because some people do that, and they don't live to see the next week. You know, and they lose the second kidney, because that happened to a good friend of mine. You know, wow. Now your wife sent a couple questions over, and at first I wasn't going to touch it, man, but just so people know what you went through. You didn't just go through the drug and alcohol, being a drug dealer, distributor, all that good stuff. You know, all the good stuff on the devil's side of the fence. But you also had extreme loss. You know, you lost your only son. Only son.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine. You know, I have two sons myself. You know, just that line number 10. When I read that, I said, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, it was. It's still devastating today. It's still devastating today. This happened in 2005. I was headed back to Atlanta, going to MegaFest. And my nephew called me when I landed in Atlanta, and he said to me, "Uncle Holloway, they said Jody," and Jody was our son. They said Jody might be shot. And I said to my nephew, I said, "What are you talking about, man?" He said, "I'm not sure, Uncle Holloway." So I told him, I said, "Let me tell you something." I said, "You better find out for sure, and you call me back." So he said, "Okay, Uncle Holloway." So he hung up. I didn't have the nerve to call my wife. I couldn't even call my wife to explain the possibilities of our son being shot. So the first person I called was Bishop T.D. Jakes. And I said to him, this is what I told him. I said, "Hey, man," I said, "I might have to go to West Virginia. I just got a call from my nephew that Jody might have been shot tonight." And he said, "Well, man, I'm getting ready to come." I said, "No, don't come." I said, "It might be a rumor." I said, "Why don't you let me go? And if it's true, I'll call you and tell you I need you." He said, "No, I'm coming right now."
Whoa.
He was in L.A., man. He turned his plane around in the middle of the sky.
Wow.
He turned his plane around in the middle of the sky and met me back in Charleston, West Virginia, 2.5 hours later. And I'm going to tell you something.
I was going to say, so Jody was living in West Virginia at the time. He wasn't with you guys in Dallas?
No. He was living in Charleston. Yeah, he was living back in Charleston.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And when 2.5 hours later, Bishop flew his plane to Charleston, West Virginia, and I'm so grateful and thankful for that because I was in a state of shock that I'd never been in before. I didn't know if I wanted to kill the boy that killed my son, go look for him and a couple of guys, or get my boys together and just handle my business myself.
Yeah. Mm.
That's how upset I was, and that's how mad I was. But the fact that Bishop came, he settled things down for me within the next day or day and a half or so. And I tell you what, we actually switched roles. He became the armor bearer, and I became the pastor. That's what that ride or die friendship really is that he talks about, that we did on his stage a few weeks back on December the 14th. That's that ride or die relationship. No matter what, I'm there with you.
That's right. Mm. Man. Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
So he set up everything, man. He set up the funeral. He set up the arrangement for the funeral. He came back and preached a eulogy for our son. Came back and preached a eulogy, did what he had to do in Atlanta, and still came back and preached our son's eulogy and helped us to get counseling and settle our feet back down again. We went through counseling for 3.5 years. 3.5 years we went through counseling. See, some of this is not just a faith walk. You got to have human survival things within yourself to say that I want to live. And here's what God said to me one day when I was driving down the road by myself. I was driving down the road by myself, and God said to me, he said, live. That's all he said, was just live. Right, he didn't say live because I'm here for you. He didn't say live because I'm going to make you right or wrong. He said one word to me. He said live. And I took that one word and I passed it on to my family.
And that's what you're doing now, man. Spreading God's love, His word, your mission. Showing a good note, man. I know your son is looking down, man, proud of you, man.
Oh, my God.
Keep living, just to keep living, doing what you're doing.
Listen, we've got a granddaughter by him, and the legacy, even though I don't have any sons, the legacy will go on through her.
That's right. Amen.
The legacy will go on through her. And here's how powerful God is. Even though I don't have another son, he is putting younger men up under me that will become my spiritual sons.
Mm-hmm.
They will become my spiritual sons moving forward.
Amen. We need men like you, man. We need men like you.
Listen. My assignment that God gave me last year, at the end of last year, he said to me, he said, I want you to expose the devil and keep it simple. I'm going to tell you something. I wake up every morning chasing the devil. And you say to me, how do you chase him? I look for his disposition in people that are unkind, unruly, mean, liars, backbiters, cheaters, devilish ways. That's what I look for, and I tackle in the name of Jesus.
That's right. Amen. Woo, that's powerful. That is powerful. That's the most powerful thing I ever heard.
Listen, man, I don't run from the devil no more. I wake up, when I tell you, I wake up every morning chasing him. I wake up every morning saying, okay, devil, you know I'm coming. And he knows I'm coming. But here's the thing about the devil. The devil got power but he don't have the almighty power. Only God has the almighty power.
Amen. That's right. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, glory to God.
That's right. Glory, glory. All right, man. I'd love to talk to you for another hour, but unfortunately they booked a back-to-back guest. Should have had you on last night. We had an hour in between. But I just want to say, man, your wife did leave a message on here that you guys, been together for over 42 years, which you did mention in this presentation, which I say is awesome, man. And she went through all of that, and you guys were on stage because I was looking at your Amazon page, and everybody was just blown away by that message, that presentation with Bishop Jakes that December, and it was powerful, man.
Yes.
We can't wait, and we can't wait to read your book, man. We can't wait.
Hey, man,
now, is the book available on? Okay, I'm sorry.
Can I say something about marriage?
Yes.
This is just to your listeners. Listen, any time that you've been in a relationship as long as me and my wife have been, 43 years, you're going to fall in and out of love. Ain't nothing wrong with falling in and out of love. Here's how we've been able to sustain our relationship. When love is not there, I like this woman. You got to like the person that you love. Most people don't understand that if you don't like the person and love dwindles, what you going to do?
That's right. You got to like them a lot.
We like each other. We like her company. We like the way she treats me. I like the way she takes care of me. I like the way she handles me, and vice versa. So when you don't have love, like is always available.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I got to go up there and tell my old girl how much I like her.
See, there you go.
She goes, I know you like me. She's like hanging out with me. Yeah, we hang out all. Matter of fact, we got a big date tomorrow. We got to take her father out for his birthday. So that's going to be a big date.
Good.
That's
good.
In front of a big plate of food. That's our thing.
That's good.
Yeah, man. But look, man, Holloway, I apologize for calling you Gray Holloway. I thought that was a cool name, too. I said, man, he got a cool name, Gray Holloway. Man, I said that was a cool name. And then you sent me a text saying...
I still got two last names.
Yeah, I know you sent me a text that my name is Holloway Gray. I said, man, I thought that was a cool name. I couldn't wait to come back on and get into another commercial, man. But that was Brandon's fault, man. He told me your name was Gray Holloway.
Amen. Thank you so much for having me, man.
Oh, man, it was a pleasure having you on here, man. We love having you on here, and I wish you the best. And we got to get you back, too, man. As soon as things start kicking off, the spring, and you touring and fantastic things happen, you got to have come back, man. You definitely got to come back.
Yeah, I'd love to. I really love to, man. I enjoyed this. I'm a people person, man. I love people. I love them, man. And sometimes they get on your nerves, but I still love them.
That's right, man. God is good, man. It's our brothers and our sisters, man.
That's right.
Got to.
That's right.
That's right. But we wish you the best. Any final thoughts before I let you go?
Listen, man. If people would just treat people right, learn to respect one another, then this would be a whole lot better world, man. We got to stop this killing. We got to stop all this craziness. Now, the devil is running rampant, but his time is short. His time is short.
That's right. Jesus is coming.
He is coming, man.
Yeah, he's coming. Yeah, man. All right, Mr. Holloway Gray. I tell everybody all the time, man, you got to continue to tune in here because you get the good stuff. I mean, the real good stuff tonight, man. Maybe I should just shut down while things going good for me. Just shut it on down. Oh, man, this was a real pleasure, man. I definitely want to hear from you, man. We definitely want to know when you come to this area. We want to promote you. We want to be there with you, man. We want to shake your hand. We want to hug you. All this stuff, all right?
Sounds good, man. I'm open for all of it.
Amen. All right. This is Jerry Royce Live on Positive Power 21.org. Don't forget, y'all, this is a replay. share with your friends. I'm Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org. Take care, everybody. Have a super night and an awesome week. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. This is a Voice Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, this is your girl Cotton, your softest voice in poetry. And when I'm online, I listen to Jerry Royce Live worldwide on PositivePower21.org. You should be listening to Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, this is Reese Flint, and I'm on Jerry Royce Live.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Pat. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Iris Sandra Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Byrne. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? Boy, do the same.
Peace, this is Dahlia the poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Lamar Marquise with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live worldwide on internet radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Hardy, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional, and exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today, available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Writing Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. I am Jerry Royce Live. We have a book buzz sponsor tonight, and hey, you see who it is.
Are you the next best-selling author? Hi, my name is Kiaki Helm, founder of WBKPC. The world is waiting to hear your thoughts about issues that are concerning the youth of today. So share your ideas and thoughts with the world by joining our writing contest, which will give you the opportunity to become a published author if you want. You don't have to wait until you're older to accomplish great things. You can start now. To learn more about our publishing package, that is at $15,000, please visit www.writtenbykids.com.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions, and when I'm in town, I listen to Jerry Royce live, PositivePower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
All right, everybody. Thank you for holding tight. We appreciate it. Tonight on the show, we got the author of Crossout. That's right, the Crossout series available on Kindle. And his editor was Latasha Banks. And we're talking about Reese Flint. Customers are saying, don't sleep on this new author. And this book was released in December 2014. All right. And he has a company called Reese World Publishing, book and magazine distribution. And the bio reads, author Reese Flint is from Atlanta, Georgia, and lives in Northern California with his wife and family. His passion for writing started early. Poems, short stories, and plays all became an early part of his development. An avid reader, Reese enjoys all genres of literature, music, and art. Hobbies include sports, mixed martial arts, travel, and networking. CEO of Reese World Publishing, Reese and his staff are dedicated to bringing the hottest work around. Reese Flint, welcome to Jerry Royce Live. How you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, I'm good, my man. How are you?
I'm great, man. And your first question for tonight is, who is Reese Flint of Reese World Publishing?
Well, that's me. I'm Reese Flint. And I guess a good way to describe me is dedicated, man. I'm dedicated, ambitious, and relentless. You know, I'm relentless when it comes to my craft. You know, I love life, and I love, you know, my life. My pen reflects my life, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's probably the best way to describe me, man. Just relentless, you know.
All right. So you left the good state of Georgia to move to Northern California. I know that was a big difference, man. Was that a culture shock or what?
Well, it was and it wasn't, man. I love traveling, you know. I've been to 48 states and 7 countries. So Cali was just like, you know, just like the song, Going Back to Cali. You know, I've been there, and my wife is actually from there. So,
okay,
you know, that's just where I settled. I love it.
All right. So what, you're a military man?
No, I'm not a military man. I just love life, you know.
All right. So how did you afford the luxury of traveling? You know, the planes and trains are so high these days, man. There was a lot of places you named.
Well, I mean, you know, anything can be achieved with hard work, you know. And no matter what you do, if you manage your money right, you can, you know, have fun and do what you do. You can always relax. But you have to work hard first. There's no relaxing without hard work.
That is true, man. So who's really the world traveler? Is it you or your wife, or you just going along for the ride?
No, it's me actually. I've actually traveled more than I've traveled more than she has. But she loves it too, you know. She loves it.
Yeah, it's funny with me, man. It's like once I've been to a couple places, I had enough, you know. I said, gee, honey, I said, most of the stuff at those resorts we go to, we could put that same stuff in our own backyard, you know. I just need to change the season. And then I said, those nice rooms, I said, we can get one of those nice rooms, you know. I said, let's just be creative, you know. And she like looking at me like, no, that ain't gonna work. We going to Tom Joyner thing. We going to this place and that. I just don't have the patience to stay on the planes that long with a train or whatever, man. I just want to, you know, like snap my fingers and be there. You know, that's
you're right. You got to say, that's where the bar comes in, or that's where you get you some sleep. You know, you got to kind of plan your, kind of plan your trip around, you know, getting a little rest. You know, because it's actually about the trip and not the plane. So
yeah, it's true. And they made it a little painless now. That, you know, standing in line is not as bad. You know, you don't have to come out your shoes like we used to. And you know, I guess the equipment is getting better with the scanner, so they do kind of rush you through. Because we traveled on the holidays, and it wasn't that bad. You know, it really wasn't, man. Yeah, really painless. For me, going to Florida is far enough now. And once we get there, if she want to go somewhere another 20, 30 minutes, like maybe to the Bahamas or something, that's okay. You know, but that's me, man. Short trips, man. That's good.
Right.
All right. That's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. All right. Now, you're a man of poetry and short stories, man. So when did that happen?
Actually, I started probably in college. I went to school in Savannah, Georgia, and it's a coastal city, really historic, pretty. So there's a lot to, like, write about. And, you know, everyone there is, like, creative. So there's a lot of history, you know, black history, and just a lot of history and art there. So it's a lot to, you know, kind of write about. I did my first play there, just messing around with a couple friends, and we did it, never expecting the director that want to do it. So, you know, that's kind of where it came in. That we're just being silly guys, a couple guys that played ball with me, and you know, it started from there.
All right. So did you play sports in college?
I'm a good sports, you know, I'm a good sports player, but my level, I mean, I have to say that, you know, I was there mainly for education. So I played my freshman year, but after that, you know, I didn't have dreams of going to the pros. So, you know, and my parents weren't hearing that either. They were like, nah, you got to study. So do it.
Man. So we talking about football, baseball, track, basketball?
I played everything, you know, but I was mainly a football and basketball player.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, my main sport was baseball, but I can get through a football game.
Okay.
Man, that's all right. All right. So you say you dibbed and dabbled in playwriting. So just that one time.
Yeah, I did. Nothing too serious. Just like I said, we started out playing around, and for me, anytime I get into something, I kind of like want to take it seriously. At least for that moment, I'll take it seriously. And we wrote a couple of plays. We were just young kids, messing around, and we did that. And since then, I've written more. That's actually where I started writing. I started writing a journal that I still write today. And, like I said, it wasn't anything serious, but, it kind of got me. It kind of kick-started my writing.
Yeah. And you enjoy all genre, literature, music, and art. So do you do any of those things, or you just, just sit back and just enjoy it? Those are the doors.
Well, I enjoy it. I enjoy writing. I enjoy writing and reading, all genres from, urban, of course, to my taste run all the way to like vampire and, all kind of different novels. So if it's a good read, then I'm going to get into it.
Yeah, they got some good sci-fi stuff out there now. All right, now music. Now, do you play any instruments? Do you sing, karaoke?
I sing a little bit, but I'm not going to sing right now. But I sing and I play I played the drums. I played them, but if I had to, be asked to be in a band or something, nah, I wouldn't. I never pass. But yeah.
Gotcha. And then you mentioned the arts. Are you a painter, a cartoonist, graphic designer, or you just enjoy watching other people?
I'm just a lover of art, man. Nice artwork. I have a couple of nice pieces. In Savannah, they have a school called Savannah College of Art and Design, and I had a neighbor that was actually an artist, and India Irie was actually down there then, she was going to school there. So I saw a couple of artists. I saw a lot of nice musical artists and, actually portrait and different creative artists. And it kind of turned my eye to it. And since then I've been, I like to go to museums and, I just love it. If I see artwork, I like to stop and look at it and study it, so I'm just a lover of it. I don't do it myself, but I love it.
There's some good people out there, man. I remember having a woman on the show named Charlotte Webb, man. Her and her husband, but they had some pieces that was unbelievable. They were huge pieces, too, man. And she's virtual, too. You can check out right on the internet. Just Google Charlotte Webb. I was just thinking about that when you was talking about admiring other people's work. Now, you got hobbies, man. You got a lot of hobbies, man. Sports, well, you're probably just doing, over 30 sports right now.
Right.
Keeping it safe, flag football. Yeah, play football. Yeah, and pick up games, basketball. I got
Yeah, we have a league. We play flag football, man. I play that as long as I can in softball. So, year round I'm doing something.
That's right, man. I love it. Oh, softball was my sport, man. My friends, we were hardball players, but we love playing softball on the weekends against the league guys when they practicing. We used to like going out there, beat them guys that was over 40. Right. And we were only in our 20s. That was fun. And then you mentioned mixed martial arts, man. So are you actually practicing or you just enjoy watching it on TV?
I've actually studied martial arts for like 17 years. So
wow.
I don't compete anymore. I competed early on, but I enjoy, watching. I have a friend that actually owns a dojo. And whenever I have time, I'll go down and, I'll train with them. Mm-hmm. But, it's a means now to keep in shape. And, it becomes a passion. It becomes a part of your everyday life, basically.
Right. Yeah, mixed martial arts is addictive, man. I wish it was around when I was younger. Yeah, because them guys, man, they really train hard. Now, so what form of martial arts do you actually, do you have a black belt in?
My training was Shotokan. So,
I'm out here.
Right. So I'm partial to that. But with mixed martial, you kind of study not all forms, but different forms. So you may pick up Taekwondo, you may pick up a little Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's just things, whatever interests you.
Yeah, that's funny because that was exactly what a lot of my friends were doing. We was in high school, because I started out with karate, then Taekwondo, then Aikido. My dad was teaching Jiu-Jitsu and boxing. So it's like we kind of already had that, We just didn't call it anything back then in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Now networking, man. So you big into entrepreneurship? Or does that mean socializing online or happy hour? What's networking for you?
Well, for me, networking means it's not so much social as far as entertainment. Of course that comes with it, but networking helps your business. Networking helps your brand, and I feel that if I can meet 1,000 people, then we can network, and I can help their brand, and it can help my brand. And there's never knowing. You never know who you need. You never want to burn bridges in this business, or any business for that matter.
Yeah, that is true. It's so true. Yeah. All right, man, we're going to take a quick break. We're talking to Reese Flint. He's author of Cross Out and owner of Reese World Publishing. So when we get back, we're going to talk about Reese World. Reese World. I one time thought about calling my company Jerry World, but it was already taken. All right, our good friend out in Dallas. All right, hold tight, y'all, for an episode of Book Buzz.
How would you like to have a book that reflects your life? Hi, I'm Mocha Butterfly. I would like to tell you more about my latest book, The Reality of Mocha Butterfly. It's a poetry chapbook capturing my life that covers subjects such as self-esteem, anti-bullying, spirituality, family, friends, love, and heartbreak. You can purchase your copy online at twopencillit.com/Thompson. To find out more about me, visit me on Facebook at facebook.com/M8CHA-Fly. Thanks for listening.
All right, very sweet young lady. She's pushing her book. So check out Cassandra Thompson. She's on Facebook. So just type in her name and message her and help out with her poetry book. I think she's in college, matter of fact. So everybody needs help. All right, we talking to Reese Flint, author of Cross Out, part of the Cross Out series, available in Kindle edition. And we're here to talk about he's the CEO of Reese World Publishing. All right, Reese, tell us about your publishing company, man, and how hard are you driving your workers, your employees?
CEO, that's me. Yeah, so I love, man. I'm having fun. I'm having fun, Jerry. I have a good friend in the industry too, and he kind of pushed me to go ahead and start doing my thing. I own businesses on the street that moderately successful. And he was like, well, man, you write so much. Go ahead and start your own thing. And I did, and I'm loving it. I have my own work. I have a couple of authors too. We're on the ground level right now, but I mean, there's only big things and bigger things coming from Reese World. Stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned and check it out.
Yeah, man. So, is your company new? How old is your company?
We're less than a year old, actually, brother.
All right.
But what's time? Time is relevant. Like I said, stay tuned, man, and we're gonna, a year from now, you'll say, "Wow, I remember when we just talked about that," and you're just starting out, and look at you now.
That's right. I like following. I love following people's business. Especially authors. I've seen. I've looked up some authors that I had on my show when I was doing this back in 06, 07, and seeing where they are today, and people still grinding, man. They still doing their thing, and they where they want to be. Established authors. And I remember interviewing Pamela Samuel Young. She was a young lawyer, corporate lawyer, and she was pushing a couple books. I think she had like 6, 7 books. And I caught up with her, man. She's like really doing her thing out there on YouTube and all that stuff. It's exciting, man. I can't wait, man. Well, hopefully we'll be in contact with you for years to come, and I won't have to look you up when I'm retired.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm talking about 15 years, man. I want to be doing this thing. Yeah. Well, I want to, be out there soon to start hitting the pavement, just bringing it to the people. Of course, you'd like virtual. There's nothing wrong with doing virtual, man. Virtual is awesome. Now, are you guys doing Reese World Publishing virtual, or people can actually knock on the door, open your office, and they can sit down and talk to you?
Oh, we're everywhere, man. We're not just virtual. Of course, social media is a thing right now. But man, we still hit the pavement. We everywhere. You'll see. That's all I can say is you'll see. We buy coastal. We loving life, man. We trying to get these books out here. Cross out is a sleeper. And part 2 is coming out Friday. So,
That's right.
Reese World is everywhere.
That's right. Now you mentioned. Now I found this out there on the internet. Talking about books and magazines. So you guys, now what magazines are you distributing? Are they, in-house, or you guys marketing other joints out there?
It's basically in-house right now, but we're not going to limit ourselves. Reese World doesn't limit itself to anything. We have artists coming out in erotica, poets, spoken word. My man Tristan Shakespeare's got the spoken word coming, we're everywhere, man, and it's funny because, when I see people that in anything that I do, I've never been one-dimensional, and if there's a way to, like, even with sports, I love pitching, but I can play in, any part of the field on softball, pitching first base, second base, shortstop, whatever. So, why limit yourself?
That's right. That's how you want to bring it. Now, you talked about spoken word. Now, are you guys going to be producing like live shows online, or they're going to be downloads, or people can actually go to buy tickets and see a performance?
Well, we're going to start with to get my man out there. We're going to start online, but we're going to book him coming like the middle of the year. We're going to book him at a couple different venues. I don't want to say the venues yet because we're not confirmed, but he'll be out there. I'm the kind of publisher, man, that, whatever my artists want to do, I'm going to help them do it. If you see that dream, I'm going to do my best to make that a reality, and we're going to laugh all the way till they get tired, because I don't never get tired.
That's right. That sounds exciting. Now your artist, the spoken word art, has he released the EP or LP already?
Actually, we just came out of the studio, man. He's really quiet about it. And the funny thing is, if I gave you the name of it, he's thinking about changing. You know, that's one of the things about him. He's a perfectionist, and he's a stickler for, you know, well, I don't want it this way. I want to hold on a second before we do that. So I'm just like kind of stroking him a little bit and, you know, kind of coaching him. And he just came out of the studio like this past week. So, you know, we're in the final stages, picking his cover and, you know, all of that. But, you know, it's fun, you know.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Well, we'd love for him to be part of my weekend program, Unplugged, man. We feature spoken word artists, gospel singers, and R&B, neo, you name it. We'd love to put him in rotation, man. Really
I would love to do it,
yeah. Just whichever track you have ready, just send it to us, man. And we'll put him in rotation this weekend. You know, get his name out there. All right. We're talking to Reese Flint of Cross Out, Reese World Publishing. He's the CEO. And we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about his hot new book, Cross Out, that's being released. This is the second one being released. And we said, next week, correct?
No, Friday. 2 days.
Friday.
Cross Out.
Friday. All right.
Yeah.
Man,
we got book trailers for him, too. On YouTube, book trailers.
Awesome. You're going to send it our way. All right. Hold tight, everybody, for a quick presentation from Darlene Rucker Williams.
What do you give to a person who has everything? Hi, I'm Darlene Rucker Williams, and I am the owner of Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar. I get this question all of the time. At Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar, we specialize in customizing gifts for people and pets too. Our gifts are original and one of a kind. Not only do we deliver, we ship as well. We work according to your budget and your theme. We have gifts for all things, including baby showers, sports teams, get well, bridal, birthdays, pets, just because, and that's just to name a few. So let Stylish and Stellar Gifts by Dar take the worry out of your gift giving today and also for the holidays. Our website is www.stylishandstellar.com and our phone number is 443-682-5664.
Have you ever heard of Vagina Talk? Have you ever had a conversation with your vagina? If you haven't, you're missing out on one hell of a conversation. This is Purple Barbie, the author of This Is Your Vagina, the Vagina's Where the Heart Is. Join me on a quick adventure as one woman reclaims her life by releasing her past and reestablishing her future, all with the one that knows her the best. You can call her V.
Purple Barbie novels can be found at thisisyourvagina.com and amazon.com. Just search for Purple Barbie. All right. Talking to Reese Flint, author of Cross Out series, being released this Friday. And it's about Devin Cross, a successful Atlanta attorney with an interesting sideline. He's a powerhouse, and he is ruthless. All right. Tell us about this guy. Who is Devin Cross?
Devin, my dude. Devin is an Atlanta attorney, man, with an interesting sideline. Devin is an assassin, a high-paid assassin. Yeah, and he's been he was recruited early on. He wasn't recruited to he was recruited to learn the arts, you know, and he was taught the arts by someone close to him. And the person that taught him the arts actually recruited him into the field of, you know, into the killing arts. Devin is interesting. You know, Devin is a smooth, laid back dude. If you saw him, you never believed, you know, he's an assassin, but he's ruthless. And he meets a woman, Portia, after one of his kills, and she kind of throws him a little bit. She changes his life. You know, he's usually so in control, and this woman kind of throws him. And the thing about Portia is she's got her own little, you know, thing going on without, you know, revealing too much of the book. She's got her own thing going on, too. She's not who she appears to be. And you're right. And, you know, as they kind of get into their lives, the pages open up, and it opens up like a flower, and you see what's really inside. So it's interesting. You got to tune in, get the book, check it out.
That's right. So you got a few interesting characters in there that's well developed, and people can kind of love and hate.
Most definitely. You got the boy Flacco. Flacco is like from first view, he's like the neighborhood doughboy. But in turn, and actually, he's a prince in the game. His grandfather is like the head of a major cartel, and he doesn't know this. He finds out, and his grandfather has so many plans for him. Actually, he's been kind of guiding him the whole time. And only when he thinks he's ready, he pulls him in, and he takes over. It's amazing, man. It's explosive. Crossout goes everywhere. Crossout goes all the way to Colombia and back.
Wow.
So, yeah. If you're not careful, you'll get crossed out. So you gotta keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I like that name because my man Tyler Perry, he had a character named Dr. Cross, right, in a thriller, detective thriller, right?
Yeah.
You remember that? Yeah, because I just saw that, I thought, over the holiday. That was a pretty good movie.
The Cross series?
Yeah. Well, how many... Did he take that from a book or something, Tyler Perry?
For Tyler Perry, I was looking for that myself. I wasn't able to see. But the movie that he made, it was actually James Patterson novel.
Oh, it sure was.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. Yeah, it was, man.
The book is better, though.
The book was better?
Book was way better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You wrote it. All right. I like that character named Flacco Gonzalez. So are they Colombian? Flacco's family?
Flacco's family is Cuban Colombian. His dad was from Cuba, and his mom was from Colombia. And his mom and dad actually met in Miami. His mom came over, to party and got stuck. She's super rich, and she was actually just, getting away from family. His dad, Emilio, came over to escape, the poverty of Cuba, and they hooked up. She actually got him on drugs. They were on drugs for a long time. Actually, the thing that got them off drugs was, I'll give this to you, but the thing that got them off drugs was they hit one of Flacco's stash houses, and they didn't know it was his. And they got so much money from it that, they were like, oh, man, we're kicking this. This is just what we need. And they wind up going back to Colombia where, they're straightened up. And the grandfather actually made Emilio a regional boss here. So his job is to smooth the transition for Flacco and make him the boss that the granddad knows he is.
Yeah, what a spin. What a spin on that. So what are people saying about Cross? About Debbie Cross? What they like it? The girls like it? So I know the women are talking.
They love it. They love it. They I get comments every day. What is he doing now? Where's the other part? And what's Kevin doing? And he's so handsome. And he's so smooth. So they definitely love it. And, female readers are,
yeah, smooth criminal, man. That's what they want. They saying they out there so far. I'm reading reports that they said this is amazing, wonderful book. Couldn't put it down, refused to put it down. Can't wait for part 2, and that's about to happen this Friday. Man, are you excited about that, man? So you happy with the final product?
Most definitely. I'm already, looking forward to Double Cross. It's a series. It's going to be a trilogy. So we have Cross Out, Double Cross, and Triple Cross. And it gets better and better, man. It gets more and more amazing. And the characters evolve.
Yeah.
So, without giving too much away, somebody's got to die. Somebody's got to die. But, it's lovely. It's lovely, man.
Now, Reese, Now they said, you know, that you're an author that they shouldn't sleep on, man. Is there any chance that you know, we'll see this guy, you know, on the silver screen, video, internet, webisodes? Is there any chance that your company, you know, Reese World Publishing, would go that route, man? We'll be bringing these characters to the stage somewhere where we can see them and hear them. You know,
I can
audio
tell you this, Jerry, man. If you don't see it, something's wrong. Yeah. Reese World is everywhere, man.
Now I got to ask you this question, man. You know, so how's the wife feeling the Reese World Publishing?
She loves it, man. She loves what makes me happy. You know, I make her happy every day, and she loves, you know, that I'm happy. So if it tickles me, if I laugh about it, it tickles her. You feel me? You know, that's my partner. You know, we we're best friends. So.
Yeah. So is she part of the company?
She is, of course. You think I'm gonna be able to get away with that? No.
Man,
she's
lucky
my backbone, man. She's my backbone.
That's a blessing right there, man. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. The wife. Now, your wife, her name is not Portia, is it?
My wife's name is Daphne.
Daphne. So did you write any of your wife into the character Portia Scott?
Wow, you're trying to get me in trouble. Of course I did.
I thought so, man. I thought so. I could tell the way you were talking about it. So tell us about Portia Scott, man. Tell us about Portia Scott.
Portia's an executive. Portia's story goes, you know, she went to college in South Carolina, and she left there, you know, right after college. She left very abruptly, you know, and she actually went off the radar for a year or two. And the mysterious part about Portia is she just pops up, not only pops up successful, but she pops up like heading a company that buys this company. You know, they merge with other companies, and the ultimate goal, giving a little bit away, is to provide a source for something else.
Oh.
You know, so there's mystery in Portia, man. She's got so many different aspects to her that sometimes I get confused. You know, so Portia's a trip. You know.
Now, so is Portia? Is she in the first episode of Cross and the second one, the second series?
She's in both parts.
Okay. So that's his girl. So that's his girl now.
That's his girl.
All right. Now, the next question. Is there a little bit of Reese, Flint, and Devin Cross?
How do you know it's not a little bit of Flacco in Reese?
Flint.
There may be a little,
that's right.
Yeah, there may be a little Devin and a little Flacco.
Yeah. So tell us about it. You know, where are you? Are you in there? You know, because everybody, you know, have their different sides depending on where they are in the world. You know, whether they doing business, they in love, or, you know, taking to the streets. You know,
right.
What's up?
I think the thing about me, man, I've done just about anything that you can imagine. You know, so saying that, I'm a little Devin, you know, and I'm a little Flacco. You know, and it's, you know, when writing, you know, any author would tell you that if they tell you that they don't put a little bit of themselves in their work, then they're lying. You know, it just happens naturally. And it comes from your environment, it comes from you. So to answer your question, yeah, I'm a little Devin. I may be a lot Devin. You know, I'm a little Flacco, I may be a lot Flacco. But as you read, you know, the series, you'll see and you'll go, oh yeah, that's him. You know, or is this him, or what's he doing? You know.
All right. So who's the most dangerous character? Who's like the most dangerous character in this book? Well, at least in this one, cross out.
I would have to say, don't sleep on Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
Devin is deadly, but you know Devin's deadly. You know Devin is deadly from the beginning. You know, Flacco kind of sneaks up on you because, you know, he comes out of the blue and he develops into, you know, you see his change. You see him going from, you know, smooth, laid back, you know, mid-level dealer to that guy, you know. And without giving away too much of the book, Devin and Flacco, they intertwine. They intertwine because actually Devin is actually Flacco's lawyer.
Oh.
So, yeah, he handles the case for him, and it gets deeper. You know, there's actually like a Portia Devin and Flacco triangle.
Mm-hmm.
How's that for intrigue?
Yeah. Wow. That is something. I love that. Wow. All right. We're talking to my man, the author of Crisscross, Reese Flint, CEO, Reese World Publishing. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get your final thoughts. All right? So here's another episode of Book Buzz. Hold tight, everybody. What happens when a man meets a woman who's everything he wished his girlfriend was? Is his girlfriend's unconditional love and ride-or-die loyalty worth dealing with in her baggage? Find out the consequences of a man's need of self-completion and learn a lesson that everything comes with a price. The Lesson by Miss Cynthia Blue on Amazon.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta love it, Book Buzz. So if you guys looking for extra promotion, so we reaching them in the thousands. When I tell you the thousands, I mean the thousands. Anytime your security officer call you from the company that hosts you that you need to step up security because the hits are coming in on your website, you bringing them in. And I appreciate everybody's support out there who big fans. My son just told me the other day that a little girl pulled him up in the hallway and said she saw him on a Jerry Royce live worldwide commercial, and her grandmother and her mama are big fans of the show. So I really appreciate everybody who supports us, and that includes people living in Baltimore, Maryland. All right, we're talking to my man, the author of Cross Out, Kindle edition. I meant to ask you too, Reese. Is this offered in paperback or is this just a download in the book?
Paperbacks coming. 2 weeks. Yeah. Paperbacks coming.
Cool, man. That's what a real thriller is, man. Sitting in your lap, not your Kindle. But you know that's the new world, man. You know so how you accept the digital world, man? Have you quite accepted it yet, man? You know,
actually, one of my dudes at Sherman Hudson at G Street kind of coaxed me into the digital world, man. I'm a reader. I loved it. I like the book in my hand, to be honest with you. You know, but after hours of talking and discussing, you know, the ads and draws of it, you know, he kind of convinced me and showed me, you know, there's no way you can stop it anyway. So, you know, you may as well go with it and capitalize on it.
Join up. Yeah, and the good thing about it is, you know, when you take your team out and start doing some of these book festivals and when the weather breaks, because, you know, them things stretch from the spring to the fall, then you can always, you know, have Amazon and, you know, companies print you up a couple hundred books, you know, just so you can put something in somebody's hand. You know, that's all you want to do, really, you know. And if somebody calls you and says they want paperback, just format it and give it to them, you know.
Just format it and give it to them.
Yeah, I love it, man.
We're going to have truckloads of them, brother. We're going to have truckloads of books. Truckloads.
There you go. That's right, man. Because people coming, man. They will be coming. They will be looking for you. I mean, we hear all the time people coming to these book festivals, man. They want to hug the author. They want to sit and chat with you. They want to invite you to their house. If you're talking about coming in their town, they let you stay at their house, man.
Right.
That's how the love is, man. That's how.
As long as they got some fried chicken, man, I'm coming. I love fried chicken. Country
right.
boy.
Same here, man. I'm not supposed to eat it, but I did cheat today. I did go to Popeyes today, so we did cheat a little bit. Yeah, cheated. That's probably why I was so sleepy today. I cheated,
right, you got the itis.
Yeah, man. I woke up for your show, but I was trying to get everything in before the show today, man. I didn't get a chance to take my power nap, even though I have gotten away from it for a little bit. I think I just didn't eat enough today. That's what I think the deal is, but it's all good. But anyway, we talking to my man, Reese Flint, and he's giving it up, man, out there on the streets. His staff is working hard. They want to bring it to you guys out there, so support this young man, this CEO of Reese World. That's right, of Cross Out, Reese World Publishing. All right, man, we ready to get your final thoughts, man. And your final thoughts to today's show.
I really thank you for having me on here. I love what I'm doing, and I love the people. I love y'all, man. I just really can't wait for you to see what's going on with Reese World. We can be contacted, Facebook, ReeseWorld.com, ReeseWorldPublishing.com. We everywhere. You look down the street, you're probably going to be riding down the street. So, just look up, man. Look at the big banner in the sky, and, you'll see us. We'll find you.
That's right, man. And man, you guys should shoot a little video next time you guys have a staff meeting or get together or a celebration, man, so people can see what goes on inside of Reese World Publishing, man, with that CEO.
Okay,
all right.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun, man. That's some of the things we talk about around here, man. When I sit with my staff is young. We mostly family. We all family around here at Royce Enterprises. A lot of people don't know our company is actually been established since 1992, 93, because I was married in 92. So we over 20-something years old. And, my dad is the CEO of the company, so, somebody got to keep me in check, man.
Right.
Yeah, because they visit some of my after-hour shows, and they said, yeah, you got to bring it back down.
Yeah.
So you got to have the boss has to have a boss, man. So
that's right.
That's my boss. Pops is the boss. All
Shout
right,
out
man.
Pop.
That's right. So we appreciate having you, man. I'm so glad that your publisher was able to introduce you to our show, man, and bring you. And we understand you'd like to do more work with us, and we're right here for you, man. Anything we can do for you.
Most definitely.
All right.
Thanks so much, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Don't forget to send us a radio drop so we can keep your name out there fresh in everybody's mind, because that's the key to marketing and promoting. You just can't give the people a little piece of the Flint and roll